Rusty Bot has a good question though. Tax question: is this only for U.S. or can international users use it as well? I pay 22% tax, which honestly, not too bad.
Great question. No, we're totally international. So most of our users are here in the U.S., but we support over 30 different countries: Australia, Canada, Germany. All these different places. So fully international.
Excellent. Okay. Another good question. Shaolin, who is a miner, can you write up the cost to run the validator from your taxes?
Yes, that is an expense that you're incurring, and it can be deducted from any mining income you're realizing or staking income.
I got to start. Yeah, okay. How about Bitcoin mining would be the same thing. It's a business operation, right? So, hey, here's a question. Let's say, for instance, that I want to start Bitcoin mining, which I think would be a mistake because I don't really have the time. But let's just say I do, and then I incur a massive amount of electricity. And of course, it's a loss because I'm using too much electricity and I didn't really figure it out right. Can I claim that on my taxes? But as an individual, or would I have to be a business type of?
I mean, these are specific questions that obviously my default answer would say just talk to an accountant, but you're going to be better off if you're operating in a business-like manner, is the IRS's demeanor here is. Doesn't even matter if you've incorporated, you are being treated as a business. And so yes, business expenses of course can deduct from any top line revenue, but I would take that one to your accountant. I don't want to give definitive advice here there, but generally yes, electricity is a business expense if you're operating a Bitcoin mining operation.
Okay. And you know what, how about this? At some point, let's bring on, who did we have on last time? We had
Jordan. Guys? We can bring on Jordan.
George. So if you go to coinledger.io, links in the description, and if you're I feel kind of I don't really know. There's a tab here, find a crypto tax expert, and they got a ton of them. Yeah, we had Jordan on. I remember that. Jordan, Andrew. There's a ton of them. You guys can ask all the questions. So it's like a one-stop shop. But if we can get Jordan back to ask these questions, before we do it. Yeah, well, before we do it, I'll ask questions to my community, and they'll just have a bunch of them, and we'll go from there.
That's good. Yeah, we'll bring on Jordan, and we can go deep into any question because he is tax lawyer, CPA, all the above.
Yeah. Okay. How about this one? This is a tough one. I'm out of the country for an unforeseeable amount of time. I'm able to get my Celsius claim, unless I'm in the U.S. Well, this would be a claim. I don't know if this would be a specific for tax purposes. And actually, are you guys able to do an integration now with Celsius, now that I think about it?
Yeah, so we do integrate with Celsius, so we can consume that data. This guy here, it actually isn't really a tax question. He's just more asking, can he get his claim? I don't know. You'd have to ask the Celsius team, but he's still a U.S. citizen, and so he's going to face U.S. taxes.
Sorry. Unless you give up that citizenship, but that's not my thing. How about this one? I've been using Coinly. Can I move to CoinLedger and able to get transaction history through CoinLedger for previous years?
Yes, you can. It happens every single day. People come from Coinly, CoinTracker, right? Super easy to migrate. You can connect your wallets, connect your exchanges. And we also comp any prior tax reports that you've purchased from Coinly, we'll give to you for free to make it that much easier to switch to CoinLedger.
Excellent. All right. Plato says, Dave, with your good looks and background, are you currently shooting the next Mission Impossible film? Very nice.
I got to get this guy. No, I'm currently in WeWork, downtown Austin, Texas. And so I come here a decent amount. It's a good spot. You can see I got posted up with a bunch of folks.
Very nice. Hey, are you guys going to be on Consensus this year?
Yeah, so I'm here in Austin, and so I'm always when they brought it to Austin, I have always been here, and I will be there, and some other folks from our team will too, so hit me up.
Gotcha. Okay. Because we'll be there this year, so we'll get together, maybe we'll do like an interview over there. Same place though.
Ooh, let's do that. I can make that happen for sure.
All right. Let's see. I think that's it for questions that I can see right now. But everybody just remember that, we are pretty close to tax season. I would recommend, this is what I would recommend if you try this. I think it's not a bad way to do stuff, which is if you're thinking to yourself like, okay, I got to do this at some point, try Coin Ledger, the pricing tier, just do the free one and see how you like it. If you feel like, okay, I like this flow, this looks pretty good, it's very easy to set up and I understand and I can see where things are going, maybe this would be something for you to go further in. But that's what I started with, because when David and his team reached out, I was like, yeah, I don't really want to do this. So I just started with the free tier and I put it through, and it took me from the time that I started, from the time that I stopped, was when I was actually ready to put all the information into my CPA, it was 30 minutes. I was like, hey, this will work out for me. So just trying to make everybody's life a little bit easier, that's all.
No, I appreciate it. I do have to run, but thanks for having me on, and always happy to answer more questions. But I'll let you get back to it, Rob.
Awesome. Thanks, David. We'll see you soon. Talk to Jordan for us, and we'll come back.
Yep, will do. See y'all.
All right, everybody. So that would be David again, Coin Ledger. Now, as was adequately asked by Crypto Poppy, are you doing more Q&A? Let's do some Q&A. So, everybody, that will conclude everything with the news, and then talking about everybody's favorite topic, which is crypto taxes. I love talking about it. You know why? Because it scares the hell out of me. That's it for today. So that piece. If you got to go, take off. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe. Now let's do a little Q&A, and we'll go from there. Which would you choose, Near or Solana? Like, it's very simple. What I would do is like this. Even there's a gun to my head, I'll do both. And the reason I'll do both, and we had Ilya on, from the co-founder of Near, and he was talking about chain abstraction and just how far along they are and what's called dank sharding. If you're immature like me, go ahead and put stuff in the comment section. But they're pretty far along. I like the technology. And again, I've always said, their ability to move everybody over from the sweat coin, from their Web 2 100 million plus users onto Web 3 and not shudder or shake or fall down was amazing to me. So for them, Near's pretty good. Solana, yes, it's had its drawbacks, but it's like Red Panda Pie said. Every different chain has its advantages and disadvantages. On one side, you have Solana, which is fast, and it's roughly safe. I don't think it's ever been hacked. Unfortunately, there's these issues which kind of comes down to the breakdowns. On the other side, you'll have like Cardano and Ethereum, very decentralized, moves very slow, and has a fantastic community. However, not as fast or as cheap as you might like it. So I'm just I'm just diversifying and waiting for the big winner to come out. And who is that? I have no idea. John says, I'm a Near fan. Yeah, me too. I like Near. Price action isn't as great, but still it's pretty good. And again, if you haven't seen the video we did on Sunday where I talked about lump summing or value cost averaging, I think around this time is a pretty, if you've been on the sidelines for a long time and you missed the 15,000 Bitcoin, it's okay. A lot of people did. Did you miss the $9 Solana? Did you miss the Cardano at 12 cents or whatever it went down to? Look, those days are gone. I didn't get into Bitcoin when it was 2 cents. Just didn't happen. I was too busy messing around in the Army, I think. So, was that time? No, I was out of the Army. I'm pretty old. So as time goes on, you gotta think to yourself, is this the time to do these things? Is this time to get in? I gotta tell you, anytime before the halving, I think is a great time. And then, of course, yes, you may slip 30, 40% at some point, depending on what you get into. Over the long haul, I think before the halving is a good time. Chris says crashing. G says, we all know Solana is garbage. In a bull market, even garbage as well. Well, I have to agree with you on that second part. On the first part, it's debatable. Everybody's got their opinion on Solana, but it's true. Even garbage does great in the bull run. That's why I love the bull run. You know what else I love the bull run for? Everybody's happy. Nobody's ticked off or really mad, except for the tourists, but we don't care about them. Good one. Ryan says, but ADA and ETH are always looking to improve to perfection. The tortoise and the hare come to mind. It's a good one, Aaron. That's a good one. Let's see what it is. Savor Soul. I don't have any say. It's one of the few that I never got into. I know some people tell me to get into it as soon as possible. Look, I can't buy everything. I've tried. I've got over 75 different cryptos in my portfolio. Probably a little too much. And I'm adding every so often. So I can't buy them all. And if you guys do great on Sai, congratulations. Unless there's a compelling, super duper great case and it's the reason why it's going to really leapfrog over everything in a month, I probably won't buy it. Does that mean it's not going to be great? No. Everything's going to do well. That's the secret of the bull run, just like we said. Chris says Solana's up above 100. Amazing, right? I did take it. Yeah, it's the same thing. Look at this. From here to here, it's roughly the same thing. That should be it. I'm telling you, people who believe in Solana, they were buying here, here, and here. And good for them. Mine, I dollar cost average, so I'm sure I bought somewhere in the lower parts because it just goes off automatically in the mornings. That's all I can wait to tell you. I missed EOS at $22. That's okay. Beardy will have some for you to buy later. Panda buy. I like the statement starting with "We all know." We all know. Yeah. Cat with a K is a good question. Rob, do you look at DEX aggregators to see new products, or how do you decide to get into a token? What it really comes down to is I listen to you guys, and usually when I hear the same projects, and not from the scammers or the spammers, but the same products over and over and over again, I tend to look into a little bit more harder. Also, I have some trusted people that have never steered me wrong. And when they tell me, and these are people who've been in crypto forever, 2012, 13, when they say, hey, this one's going to be big, I tend to sit up and take notice. And that's why I talk about those things on Dan DGen, because on that channel, it's our secondary channel, links in the description. That's the channel where you're either going to make a bunch of money or lose everything. So and I don't like to talk about those projects here because this is a safer channel. And that's it. So that's how I kind of go into things. Rob, do you trust James? James from Best Answers? Absolutely. I cannot wait. Oh, I cannot wait to tune into James. Is he live right now? I can't wait to tune into James to listen to this one. Because everybody's going to be hating on James. You know it, right? Which he's tough. He can take it. It's okay. Diamond says, I'm leaving for Thailand tonight. I'll still be watching daily. Thanks, man. I got to make it down there to Thailand. Digital Dave's over there. He's got he opened up a restaurant and a pickleball court with outside the restaurant. I got to go. Yeah, even this green screen has blackouts. It's true. Raining hard here in Puerto Rico today. Oh, I'm going to be in the comments section for sure. What about Monero? Like I said, Monero, it's a shame because it got delisted today. And like we talked about, Monero's down. Actually, I don't even know how far down is Monero because of this delisting. Maybe it's not as bad as we think. Okay, I take that back. It's down 32%. Sweet Mary and Joseph, look at that. And is it because there was a double spend? Is it because it was hacked? Is it because it doesn't work? No, it's because of a delisting. That's all it is. That's why I said, for all these things that we're talking about and how great a project is, there's a lot of great projects. There's a lot of great restaurants. And still, you got this trash that has billions and billions served. That's why we diversify, because nobody really knows. XRP to follow Monero. I gotta tell you, if anybody deserves a bull run, it's the XRP holders. Yeah. I'm leaving for Arby's. Well, that's a different place. Jungle Boy says I'm trading Monero now. I'm going short on Binance. I'm not that guy. That's one thing I'm not. I don't really short or go long or doing leverage plays. I just don't. Rob, do you think a 55 billion pay packet for Elon was fair? I don't know what this is in reference to, so I can't really speak on it. But if he got 55 billion, first of all, how much money do you think you need in the world to like feel like fulfilled? Because I've made a lot, I've lost a lot. I got to tell you, it's not as much as you think. I know people will say, it's easy to say, but no, really, like once you get to the point where you don't have to work, whatever that money, that amount is, that's it. That's the big thing, just to get out of the rat race. Yeah, I'm the big short. Jerry Solar. Des says, why do people hate what there's like? I wish everyone good luck and whatever they buy as long as they did their own research. That's what Dan Gambardella said over at Crypto Capital Venture. It was right. He did a comparison video between Cardano and Solana, and people were all ticked off at him. Mostly the people from Solana. And I was like, hey, at least he talked about it. Dan talks a ton about Cardano. He has his own Cardano stake pools, and good kudos to him to talk about it. And he said in the very last part, he said, look, I support everybody. If you make money on it, congratulations. That's what we should do. And that's how it should be, I think. But it's a nice pie in the sky type of comment. I wish it was, but it'll never be. There's always going to be 90% of people who don't really care too much. And then the trolls are the loudest. And those are the 1% to 3% of people that just shout and shout and shout. And that's what everybody pays attention to, which is a real shame. I think in honesty, and as time goes on, we'll just look at blockchains like supermarkets, well, like, I need this specific thing. I need to go to, I can go to Walmart, the big block, or I need something that's, specific. I need to go to Econo here in Puerto Rico, or I need to go to Kroger or whatever else it is. And you just go to these different blockchains for different things that you need and implement them into your projects. And you just kind of pick and choose, but everything's under the umbrella. And that's what Ilya was talking about as far as NEAR goes. Chain abstraction. So you don't see what's going on behind the scenes. I think there's a lot of chains that can do a lot of things. Just people is like, hey, my chain's awesome because I have my money rolled into it. All right. Yeah. I know there was a comment, Rob, why do you talk about Solana when it goes down? It's because I talked a lot about it when it was up. Didn't we not? Didn't we talk about how great the DEXs were? How fantastic the wallets have been working? How fast the transactions are and cheap? Well, if we're going to talk about the good, we got to talk about the bad. There are no free rides here. You have to make sure that you have balance. And I'm not going to just be like, well, this part's good, but I'm just going to not talk about the fact that it just shut down for 6 hours. Get out of here. That's crazy. Yes, exactly. My dad's chain can beat up your dad's chain. I will probably steal that. And Meme says it perfectly. Grateful to XRP for their fight versus SEC, but not investing in it. At one point, I thought Stellar was going to be the payment coin that would win, but what happened to it? Exactly. You're welcome. Des. Ant. Yeah, that's a good point. All right, everybody. I think Panda. Imagine you had an outage in a regular market, like it's only open 5 days 7 or 8 hours. Imagine 1 hour outage. Panic. Yeah, it's true. That's it. Shallon's, I'll leave it here and then we'll get out of here. Only 5 coins from 2017 crossed their all-time high in 2021. Did it? No, that's not it. There was this. Owned by me. It's a good point. Finally. Let me show you this. There was this spreadsheet I made. It was called Did It All-Time High. 2017 and 2021. And we took a look at it for the top 53. And I said, how many of these hit their all-time high? Of course, Bitcoin did. And it actually tripled. Ethereum roughly tripled. Roughly. Bitcoin Cash did not. XRP did not. Litecoin did. Barely. And actually, out of the top 53, you know how many made it? 11. 11 out of 53 hit their all-time high. Does that mean these all suck? Not necessarily. They actually, at one point, didn't hit their all-time high, but they still went up. So that's the big thing right now. That's why I say, like, and this will be the last thing. In the bull run, I forgot who said it, even the garbage goes up. And that's what's true. So even though, we talk about this coin or that coin or whatever else, yours will probably do well. And you'll probably do great. The question is, do you know when to sell? And that's the bigger question. That's it for today. So look, if you guys like today's video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, all that great stuff. Everything we talk about is time sensitive, especially as we accelerate into the halving. Things will really start getting quick. That's it for today. Thanks so much, everybody. I appreciate you, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good day.